Hey guys, I'm Chuck from Forgotten Empires, Community Manager. We're looking at Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Everything Age of Empires 2 has to offer wrapped up in one big package for you. Ultra HD graphics. So one of the big things we're working on with the game, because it's got such nostalgia value, the game's been around since '99, so this is its 20th year anniversary, really, that we needed to keep this game at a point where it still had that original feel to it. You could still look at it and you knew exactly what it was, but just polishing it up and making sure it fits in the modern era so well. So you'll see all the buildings have the same kind of resemblance, but everything's been built from the ground up into 4K. All the unit animations, things have been changed as well, but trying to keep them as distinct as they were, so it makes it easy when playing to move between them and you know exactly what you're doing. Obviously, we added the zoom feature as well, so you can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. You can zoom in, get maximum detail, or you can zoom all the way out to control the battlefield. You know exactly what's going on where you need to. As far as the gameplay goes, we've added another 3 campaigns, another 4 civilizations on top as well. Like I was saying, all comes in one big pack. So you actually end up with over 200 hours of campaign time at the moment. Then you've got a new AI, which has been scripted by one of our legends, Marius, who's actually here today as well. So it might be worth having a chat to him later if you really want to get into it. But the big thing is, the AI does not cheat anymore. It'll kick your ass because it knows what it's doing now. At its hardest levels, it actually mimics competitive play against you as well. So if you're actually new into Age of Empires and you're thinking about getting into the comp, you can actually watch the AI play and you can learn from it to actually get in online and just absolutely demolish some people you've got there.
How did you design the AI? Is there anything different you did about compared to, I guess, previous methods?
I'm actually going to introduce Promi to you here. This is basically our AI lead, so he can actually give you a lot of information when it comes to this one. Promi, I'll let you have a chat for a minute.
Yeah, sure. So, what do you want to know about the AI?
What was your sort of approach for designing the AI? I know there's sort of been a lot of work done by the community to improve the AI over the years. Is that sort of the approach you took, where you're doing scripted build orders, or is it the AI something that, like, I guess, sort of utilizes more advanced learning techniques where it learns as it goes?
Yes. So the AI actually uses build orders, and for that we looked at professional players playing tournaments and looked at what their strategies were. So the AI actually actively tries to emulate them, but also adapts to the enemy in certain games and sees what the enemy trains and tries to react to that. So in general, we also try to not use any cheats. So even on the highest difficulty level, which is the new extreme difficulty, it will not cheat at all. And even the vision is limited for the AI. So the AI does not actually see more than the human player does. And with that, we have a pretty realistic representation of what an experience should be like against an AI. Like, it will play under human conditions. And you can even see it when you select a recorded game and try to see it out of the point of view of the AI. And you can see that it does not cheat, and you can see how it achieves, what it achieves. And what helps, of course, yes, is the multitasking, but we did not limit that in any way. But it will also adapt better to the new difficulty levels. So there's 6 of them now instead of 5. And on the lower difficulty levels, it should work better than the old AI as well. So it should make for a smoother experience for everyone.
Okay.
From my understanding, there's still a big community of players playing Age of Empires 2. Is there any concern about splitting the player base?
Oh yeah, there's definitely concern about that. And that is why we have discount in the game for people who own the H2 HD edition on Steam. And the game itself is already only $20. And if you own the HD edition, it is only $15. It is also included on the Xbox Game Pass. And for people, Ultimate, and for PC, if you get that version as well. And then it is available on the Windows Store and Steam, so people who prefer that, who prefer either, can select either of them. And there will be crossplay.
Oh wow, crossplay? That's incredible.
Yeah, exactly. So we definitely did not want to split these multiplayer bases between those 2 different stores. And so yeah, we hope to unite all people on the Definitive Edition.
Is this the first time it's going to be on console?
It's actually not going to be on console. Yeah, for that we don't have any.
Oh, I guess I don't understand. I thought you were saying Xbox, it was going to be on there.
So it's on the Xbox Game Pass. It has just been announced for PC.
I'm sorry, I totally know about that. I misheard you. My bad.
No,
I was trying to imagine how you'd play this with a control pad, and I was like, it seems a little daunting.
Like, we thought about it just for a second.
Yeah, there was actually a DS version that's out there somewhere that I'm still trying to get my hands on. It's like the rarest thing in the world. I've always wanted to know how it functions, but I feel like I just split the screen and be like, this isn't quick enough. I don't have all the buttons I need.
Yeah. Like, it's really tough if you play with controller, like to select the units and move them somewhere. So it would be more tedious than fun. So yeah, it's not available on the Xbox.
So at this stage, true to the series, making sure everything's on PC, ready to go.
Is there anything that you've learned from the community that you've implemented into the game?
So much. Like this game's been around for like 20 years. The modding community is insane. The general knowledge behind it. Like back in, I think it was before Conqueror's release, when we released Forgotten, we found a bug that had been around in the community since initial release, basically, where there's actually an ability that makes your monks move faster. It did nothing. You research it, nothing would happen unless they were holding a relic. So obviously when we released Forgotten Empires, which is in the HD, essentially from there we fixed these bugs, things like that. Stuff like this is popping up all the time.
Yeah, we even have some new features in the game which are related to community feedback. And that affects as well the scenario editor, which is a really cool feature of the game, which is not present in so many games anymore, where you can create your own maps. And there we took feedback from the community who actually created maps and looked at what they said, what they want in order to make better missions.
And on top of that as well, it's a highly competitive game. It's still played today, 20 years. I know, it's absolutely amazing. But it's one of those things where balance, you can't see all the balance yourself as a developer. You look at the stat blocks and you go, this should be fine. Then all of a sudden, it's all anyone's building. So to get the pro scene involved, people that really know the stats well, it's about creating that giant community from everything we've got. All these people that have been around for so long, there's such a wealth of knowledge. And to not use it, I couldn't even think of it. We've got to use it.
What is the support of the mods going forward with Age of Empires 2 Remaster?
So at this stage, we're trying to get as much working as we can with Definitive Edition. We know the modding community's been out there and they've been working hard on all these mods. At this point, we're trying to get everything we can to work with it. We can't guarantee everything's going to, just because obviously a lot of work's been done. But at the same time, we are working hard to get as much as we can.
Awesome. I misquoted. I have not remastered Definitive Edition. I'm excited about that.
Oh, it's more than a remaster. This is absolutely insane. And we've had people in the booth just 24/7 here. The lines have been ridiculous. You can even start to hear I've been losing my voice because I've been talking to people and having so much fun.
Yes. It's actually amazing what kind of content is in this package. Like, we have 200 hours of gameplay just from the campaigns only, if you play them all first try and win them right away. And so in this Definitive Edition, what's also important to note is that we have new civilizations in there. So those are 4 new civilizations: the Bulgarians, Cumans, Lithuanians, and Tatars. And with those, we also have 3 new single-player campaigns again. So we have so much content which has been built up over all of these years. So when the game has been developed for the HD edition, all of the content that was released back then is now included in the Definitive Edition as well. So yeah, it's just a wild, rich amount of content.
What is it? The big one we've been hearing is just the big package, the whole shebang in one thing.
Awesome. Are there any new units?
So at this stage, obviously the unique units and things that are going to be added in, absolutely every civilization will get its own unique unit at the castle. Other stuff I can't talk about it quite just yet.
It's exciting to know that there's things that we can't know yet. It means there's still some surprises ahead.
Oh, you guys are going to lose it. All the fans out there are going to have the best time with this. And look, cheat codes, things like that, we understand. Nothing more to say at this point, but we understand, guys.
I really appreciate the time that you spent with us with the game, so thank you for your time.
It is no problem whatsoever. Happy to be here sharing our passion and getting more people involved.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.